Three, two, one.
Hello and welcome to Trees 3 here on Sports Tree Ltd. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree, and on our 22nd episode, we're going to jump right into things with our bump and stump of the week. Starting with our bump of the week, Clarissa Shields. 11-0 as a boxer, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and now 1-0 as a mixed martial artist after a knockout victory in her PFL debut on Thursday night. She battled through some adversity via takedowns and being on her back through the first 2 rounds, but was able to stuff a takedown in the 3rd round and finish the fight via knockout. Congratulations, Miss Shields, you get our bump of the week. Our stump of the week has to go to Chris Larson. He beat up a gay man in Toronto this past week, and he tried to avoid justice and deleted his social media accounts. The man he beat up suffered a broken nose and multiple facial fractures and is recovering after a successful surgery. The Ottawa Redblacks have suspended the D-lineman, and there will be a criminal investigation. There can't be anything more manly than beating up someone who's already unconscious with a bunch of your buddies. Chris Larson, you are a stump of the week, and you are clearly just a bad person. That's simple. You're a bad dude and deserve the repercussions coming your way. Coming in number 3 this week on Trees 3 is our NHL Bracket Challenge. The NHL semifinals get started on Sunday. The Bracket Challenge will be live on Friday night, and the brackets will close with the opening face-off between the Islanders and Lightning at 3 p.m. on Sunday, and the other matchup is the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Montreal Canadiens, and they'll get down to it on Monday night. Coming in at number 2 this week on Trees 3 is UFC 263, and in proper Trees 3 fashion, we're going to give you our 3 favorite fights to look out for, starting with the return of Nate Diaz. In 4 of his last 5 fights, Diaz's opponents have landed over 100 significant strikes on him. In 4 of those 5 fights, Diaz has outstruck his opponents. That means a whole lot of punches to a whole lot of faces. The Diaz brothers are just a different breed. They bring an unimaginary pace and never take a step backward. This is the worst possible matchup for the streaking Leon Edwards. The Jamaican-born Englishman has won 8 consecutive fights with a no contest in his last outing. However, he's only ever gone 5 rounds against the over-the-hill Donald Cerrone, who had lost 3 of 4 fights before his fight against Edwards, and Rafael Dos Anjos, who has lost 4 out of his last 6 fights. Diaz is going to bring that constant pace and pressure that we know so well. Edwards is undoubtedly the more skilled fighter, but in the 170-pound division, there is no one with the cardio of Nate Diaz. Look for this fight to go long and Nate Diaz to bring that signature pressure. Don't be surprised if the Stockton native pulls up the upset on the judges' scorecard. For our co-main event, we see our first rematch in our first title fight of the night and another possible fight of the year candidate. It's Moreno versus Figueiredo 2. Figueiredo versus Moreno 1 was one of the best fights I've ever seen. Relentless pace and incredible durability was on display from both fighters. Neither of these men have ever been knocked out inside the UFC, and they took the best shots that they had to offer from each other. They both landed over 130 significant strikes. The difference in this fight should be a fully healthy Figueiredo. We saw the best of Moreno last December. We didn't see the best of the champ. I like this fight to go long yet again, but look for the champ to reign supreme. Our main event is another intriguing championship rematch. The first fight was a split decision that saw Israel Adesanya outstrike Marvin Vettori, but the Italians secured 2 takedowns. In the champion's last fight against Jan Blachowicz, Blachowicz won that fight by controlling the octagon and taking down Adesanya 3 times en route to victory. Marvin Vettori is an extremely well-coached fighter, and I'll give you an example. He saw that Kevin Holland was dominated by Derek Brunson via the takedowns and wrestling him, so Vettori in his next fight took Holland down 11 times and dominated him. The difference is Vettori isn't the same beast as Blachowicz. Adesanya proved in that first fight that he has both the strength to eat Vettori's punches and stuff his takedowns. Vettori has no knockout wins in the UFC, so don't expect the champion to respect the challenger's power either. Adesanya should be able to utilize his range en route to victory. Coming in at number 1 this week on Trees 3 is the Euro Cup kickoff. Well, Italy's finest will grace the cage on Saturday night. Their footballers took the pitch on Friday to open up the World Cup. As predicted on the Monday morning wrap, the Italians dominated Turkey. There are 3 games a day throughout the weekend, so be sure to sit back and enjoy all the action. If you want to get a full preview of the Euro Cup, tune into our sports blog and look at our last Sports Beat article posted on Thursday. Aaron Canton breaks it down beautifully. As for our Monkey Knife Fight play of the day, we said it earlier. Nate Diaz has absorbed over 100 strikes in 4 out of his last 5 fights while outstriking his opponent in 4 out of those 5 fights as well. So make sure you take more on Nate Diaz's significant strike line and Leon Edwards on Monkey Knife Fight. As for our trivia question. We mentioned it early in the show. How many Olympic gold medals has Clarissa Shields won? Head on over to our web app right now, sportstree.ca, and either sign up or subscribe. And remember, an upgrade in your subscription is an upgrade in your chances to win up to $15,000 a year and tickets to see your favorite teams play live. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree, and cheers. You've made it to the weekend.
3, 2,